Okay. All right. Good morning. We are here for the next episode of the Tulsa Life podcast. And today we are with Miss Maddie. Yes. And I'm so excited to hear all about all the things that you do.
All the things.
Because I think you wear a lot of different hats. Mm-hmm. Okay. So introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Maddie Cheatham. The newly Maddie Cheatham. I was Maddie Starr. I got married 3 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Is it weird getting used to your new name?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, my last name was Starr.
Which is pretty cool.
Pretty iconic last name.
It's pretty awesome.
So now we got to change over to Cheatham, and so it's going to be a...
Oh, and I see the ring now. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's sparkling.
Yeah, it's going to be adjustment period.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yeah. And, I guess I'm still introducing myself.
Yes, that's okay.
I am a full-time content creator, influencer, Tulsa influencer, I guess. And then I also run a content creating business, Shooting Star Social, which is specifically wedding content creation, which is a different thing.
So tell us what that means. When you say content creation, what does that mean?
Yeah, so shout out to TikTok because they basically made it a job.
I like that.
It was a job before, but I think it's way more of a job now because of TikTok.
And now it's a recognized,
it's
a real job.
It's a real job. Content creation for me is with my iPhone, creating Reels, TikToks, UGC content, which is...
What does UGC mean?
User generated content, which means I don't have to post it on my own page. I can just do content for other businesses, and it doesn't have to be on my feed.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah. So you could do it for me.
Yeah.
You could totally generate content for Aaron Catering Company.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but mainly I've been doing wedding content creation, which is the day of the wedding. I'm there with the media team, so the photo and videography team, and I'm getting the BTS with my iPhone.
You're saying all these acronyms that I don't know what they mean.
Behind the scenes. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. No, it's okay. I'm just not very smart. So.
No.
I have to dumb it down for people like me out there.
Well, I feel like I have to do that all the time. So
okay, good.
Fine.
Okay.
But I am there during the wedding day helping the brides get their TikToks that they want because a lot of the times they don't know.
Isn't it so crazy how much things have changed?
Yeah.
It's just nuts. You used to I feel like I'm even old and I'm not that old. I don't feel like I'm that old.
No.
But I feel like even when I got married, I'm like, we didn't do all these cool
all
things.
These things. And there is a shoe for everything now. So you can just make up a job for anything in the wedding industry and people will pay for it because they want it all.
And they're like, yes,
that's
day. Something that I need to remember.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were just talking about Philip. He's our graphic designer and does everything related to all of our podcast stuff and everything. He's amazing. And he's getting married. Okay. And so we were just talking about weddings and we were talking about how, it's such a production. It's
really is.
It has become, it could be as big as you want it to be.
Yeah.
And you could spend as much money as you want to spend or that you can spend. And then you look up and you're like, okay, and that day now is documented.
Gone. It's documented.
It's gone, but it's documented.
Yeah.
And so you help document that.
Yes. And I think it's such a special thing because you get to look at the raw moments back.
Yes.
And you get to have those moments to post right away. Most photographers
not waiting a month to get them edited. And those are real moments.
Right. Exactly.
That's cool.
I love that. So.
I never really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
Because, you're right. You get photography done and photography is great and you have that forever. But it has to be edit. I remember I got married in Sarasota, Florida.
And I was just there.
Really? I love Sarasota. Yeah. Oh, where at?
I don't even know the venue.
Okay, so we did it at the Ritz-Carlton, and then then we went to the Ritz-Carlton Beach Club afterwards for pictures, right? So you're on the beach and you take all these pictures, but then beach pictures sounds like a great idea until you're actually on the beach
and it's windy
in a wedding dress.
Yeah.
And it's windy and the waves are crashing and then you're like, oh my gosh, you're trying not to get your wedding dress that you've spent, all this money on. All these things in your mind that sounded like a great idea aren't always a great idea.
But the photos are probably great.
But the photos are amazing. And then you don't get all that. But with what you do, you could get those moments.
Yeah.
Because that's what you actually remember is it's these beautiful pictures that you have in your house, but you're like, oh, but that's not really the story behind it.
That's not the story behind it. And I get
So you get the story.
Stories. Yeah.
Well, that's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started that. Mm-hmm. How long have you been doing that?
About a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so you just how did you do your own wedding? Did somebody do that for you?
Someone did it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. one of our friends.
And did you like micromanage it?
No.
So you're good.
I know that she does social media, and she's a friend of mine, so I was just like, you know what to do?
Do it.
It'll be fine. Just take the photos and videos all day. Make sure you're just capturing everything. So
okay.
It was fine.
So when you do that and you were talking about like, so you have this content and you're posting that on the bride's feed. You're posting that on.
No, I just give them all a big album of it, and they can post whatever they want to post.
Okay.
And then sometimes I post the TikToks or the Reels to my page. But
okay.
Yeah.
All right. See, I'm learning a lot right now.
Unless they want me to use their Instagram.
And do you only do weddings?
No.
Okay.
Not only, but I prefer them.
Yeah.
Because love.
It's kind of everybody loves love.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
for the most part.
Yeah. Well, most people.
Most people.
And the people that don't, we really
They've
don't
really been hurt.
Yeah, they've been hurt, and maybe they need some love. Yeah. Usually they need love. Anyway.
They do.
All right. So then you also said, so you're a content creator.
Yes.
And then you also said what you do?
Influencing with my Instagram.
Okay.
TikTok. Yeah.
And you make money on that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's like actually a thing now too.
It is. Yep.
And being an influencer is not just a cool blue check mark. You actually actually make money.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You can. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
What do you like to do on Instagram?
So every week, I don't know if you've heard about this at all, but every week I post what's happening in Tulsa.
That's what our podcast is about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So every week I post what's happening in Tulsa. I normally do it on Wednesdays, and I post Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what's going on, live music, or festivals, or whatever is happening. I scour the internet and make sure.
Find all the things.
Because,
So we need to link your Instagram to our podcast. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Wonderfully, Maddie.
I'm looking at Philip, and he's sitting here going, I think we can probably figure that out. So we need to do that because we need to, because if you are, it goes right in line with Tulsa life.
Yeah. So I started that a little over a year ago. I had 4,000 followers just simply because I was sharing about my life, and I've been in a lot of spheres here in Tulsa. I coached volleyball and taught before this.
No way.
Yeah.
We have a agent in our office who did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, she coached volleyball at Tulsa.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
I might know her.
You probably do.
Yeah. But I coached for 6 years, so lots of girls, and being a teacher, you just meet a lot of people.
And those connections, especially that age group.
Yes.
That's a really heavy following.
Yeah. So then I had this vision in my brain for a long time to do this. And finally, I just felt like the Lord was just just start posting. Stop trying to make it perfect in your brain. It's not going to be perfect.
People don't care if it's perfect.
No.
So I prefer it not to be perfect.
Yeah. So I posted it from my notes app. I just posted what was happening every week or all the weekends from my notes app. And so January last year, I had 4,000. This year I have 17.2 as of today, which is so wild.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
It is. I feel so honored and blessed. I just cannot believe Instagram growth is really hard.
Yes,
it's really hard. And I feel honored that this community trusts me with the recs, and that they come back every week asking for more. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit. Do you know what's coming up this week, or have you done it? Because I know it's a Wednesday post.
Right. So, no, I haven't done much. What's the week? I am so.
This is the first week of April.
I'm so out of sorts from
it's
wedding.
Easter weekend.
It's Easter weekend.
There's probably a lot.
So
go to her Instagram, Wonderfully Maddie, to get all the details, because it'll pop up on. Well, you can do this going forward too, because our podcast is usually a week or two behind.
Yeah.
So by the time we publish it, Philip edits it. Do you like how much I'm pulling you into this today, Philip?
Yes, I love it.
He's like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting here recording this and you're talking to me like I'm a part of it. You are a part of it.
I do know that next week the old drive-in in Sapulpa is refurbished, and it's opening up. It's called the Teepee.
That's right.
So I'm going to the premiere next week, so I'm excited about that.
That's fun.
If you didn't know, Sapulpa's downtown is just
bursting at the seams. It's blowing up. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're redoing everything, just trying to make it, a hometown.
And they did a great job, with the Christmas shoot.
Yeah.
They have really tried. I feel like Broken Arrow went through that a few years ago, where they were really trying to kind of get that hopping again, and they've done a great job. And I think Sapulpa now is following suit. So that's really cool.
I think so too.
So what's your favorite things in Tulsa to do?
I love, like, if you've known me a long time, I love live music.
Okay. What's your favorite kind of music?
Country.
Okay.
Red
like
Dirt.
Red Dirt?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Red
Did you
Dirt.
go to Turnpike?
No.
Oh, I didn't either.
I was shooting a wedding on Saturday, and someone texted me and was like, hey, do you want to go? I have tickets. I'm like, oh,
I know.
dang
I had people text me. My sister from Australia was in town.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, my goodness. How cool.
I had friends that were like, go to Turnpike with us. We've got extra tickets. And then I had somebody that had Journey tickets too. And they were like, go with us, Journey. And I took one for the team and hung out with family instead.
Okay.
But I love concerts.
Me too.
Love concerts and live music.
I think I've seen Turnpike like 20 at least.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Times.
Okay, you got me beat for sure.
Yeah.
On that.
So, live music, anything really, but normally country music, I love to go see. But Mercury Lounge is kind of like a dive bar. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No.
That's kind of where Turnpike started.
Okay.
And it's a small, like,
which I love.
Small venue.
I love that. Okay.
And then I've been to Cane's so many times I can't count. Like, just love.
Now, does Cane still have? Is it? Are they still have a lot of COVID restrictions, or is it just the artist?
I think it's better. No,
okay.
I think it's
because somebody told me the other day. I don't remember who it was that came, and they were like, they were requiring.
They used to
masks and.
But they used to require at least like the proof of not having COVID. So.
Okay, I knew they were really
I haven't been in a little while.
I haven't either, but I think they've really lightened up on that too, which good or bad, however you feel on that, I don't know. But that's a whole nother podcast. We'll get into that. Okay, so you love live music, so you always are like kind of posting about live music.
Yes.
And
live music, I love to explore the like food scene here. It's pretty good.
Favorite restaurants?
I love Amelia's.
Yes.
Lowood.
So you're a downtown girl.
Downtown for food, yeah. Oh, I like Brookside as well.
Yeah.
Orin, if you've never had their French toast.
Oh, I haven't.
It is a must.
Okay.
A must.
My son, Noah, loves French toast.
Yeah. Well, the French toast, let me tell you, it's like this large. And sorry for the ones that are listening.
Yeah.
It's, I would say like almost a foot long, like in 4 inches tall. Thick. It has like a buttery
yum.
Buttery syrup to the top of it, and then has some pecans. I don't know how to explain it.
So,
and then get it with French fries.
What?
Yeah, because salty sweet.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right.
French fries and French toast.
All right. French fries, French toast. We're just Frenching out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. I'll take Dirk and we'll French kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my husband.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well,
just for all you guys out there that don't know who Dirk is, I'll clarify that. I'm only French kissing Dirk. That's it.
Yes.
He's the only one.
That's hilarious.
So, newlywed, where do you guys live?
We live in Broken Arrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Super close to Main Street.
And you're friends with a lot of the agents on our team, especially Callie.
Yes. So, Callie and I have known each other since we were 9.
Oh my gosh. How do you guys know each other?
Elementary school through.
Did you go to Lincoln?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We have so many Lincoln families here. It's not even funny.
Do. Yeah. And I'm friends with Paige here too as well.
Okay. So Paige, and then we have, I don't even know how many Lincoln families we have. 5 or 6.
Yeah, really?
I would say. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a good school.
It is a good school. We've got Lincoln, we've got Rejoice, we've got Broken Arrow, we've got quite an eclectic crew going on upstairs. But
fun.
And you haven't had a tour of the office yet, so this is your first time here?
I can't wait.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to do it after this.
Yeah, Callie was already like, come find me after this.
Yes.
All right, so what else? Tell us what else about Tulsa, about you.
Well, about, when did we start this? In September, I believe, of last year. My friend Alicia and I started Tulsa Hot Girl Walks.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to ask you about this. Tell me what that is.
You're okay. So in 2020, you know how we were all on walks all the time?
Yes.
You know, for our mental health.
Yes.
We were on walks.
That was the only thing we could do, was get out of the house and walk with your friends.
Yeah. Also, I'm really loving how tall I am in these high waters. Thank you, YouTube.
You're rocket. Look at mine. Mine are like up. Yeah,
it's fine. No. Yeah. So, shout out to 2020 for getting us.
Shout out to COVID.
No, really, I'm thankful for that year. It did a lot.
It did a lot for a lot of people. Yeah,
and I'm thankful for it. Anyways, so there's this girl on TikTok that started this thing called "Go on Your Daily Hot Girl Walk." If you've never heard of Tinks, and that's fine. If you haven't heard of Tinks.
I haven't.
She is like our TikTok mom, I would say.
Okay.
And she goes on a rich walk every day. She likes to go get her coffee, you know, stuff like that, just to make you feel better, you know?
I love that.
And so that started in 2020, and it kind of blew up all over the I feel like all over the United States, in big cities, they were having their hot girl walks, like going on. I was just seeing TikTok people going on big walks with this community in their town. Like Dallas has a big one, Miami, Chicago.
So they would all come together.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and they have like Oklahoma City just started 2 years ago.
Okay.
Theirs. And so I had just put on my Instagram, like, why is no one doing
hot girl walks
in Tulsa? Should I start it? ? And then my friend Alicia, who's also in the wedding industry, reached out to me and she was like, yes, please, let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
So she's incredible. She's like the brains behind it all in the social media. She's just a whiz. And I'm just there like,
Hi, I'm with her.
I'm with her. Thank you so much for being here.
I doubt that.
No,
but
she's the brains for sure.
Okay.
And she's just put everything together so well. But anyways, we started that, and like one of our biggest walks was like 175 girls.
Oh my goodness.
It was wild.
So kind of elaborate on this. So basically you're just saying we're just going to meet?
Yeah.
We're meeting at this place?
We basically meet every Wednesday.
So it's a weekly thing?
Yes.
Okay.
We haven't because of the winter, but we will start up pretty soon. But Wednesdays we'll meet. We meet a different place. We have sponsors every week.
And what do the sponsors do?
They either like give something, or they have like monetary where they're just helping us.
Swag, or they
okay, or helping us like put things together. We have to pay for whatever we need to pay for because we're not getting anything from it. It's
it's just coordinating it.
Yeah, that's it. And so if we need to put anything together, we just get a little bit of monetary expenses.
You're walking, and I'm acting like I don't know anything.
No, you're fine.
Just so you can make sure that we're explaining everything. So you're coordinating it. You're saying we're meeting here, and then you walk together.
Yeah, we walk.
And you have like a
1.5, 2 miles. I feel like that's the 2 miles is a little too much sometimes. You lose people after 1 mile.
Okay.
They really are like, I'm just here for the people. I'm not really here for the walk.
For the interaction.
Especially if you don't walk a lot, which is like, you don't realize, you think walking is really easy, but after like a mile, you're like, oh, this is.
Well, usually you're walking to a destination. So like, even if you're like, you go to a theme park and you put a lot of miles. I went to New York last month, and
oh my gosh.
I mean, you don't realize how much you walk, but you also go, but that was me going like from here to there.
Yeah.
And then seeing something, eating, stopping, and then you go from here to here. So you might walk 5 to 7 miles in a day, but it's not all at one time.
No.
So you're right when you're like actually just going, I'm walking. So how do people find out about this?
Just social media.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think people share it like crazy.
Sure.
Especially if you're new to Tulsa, or like you moved here during COVID. I have met so many girls that have moved here with no community. They don't know where to find it. And they come here finding community. And it's just been such a blessing to see. I remember our holidays.
So I was going to say, like, what a cool fellowship. What a cool blessing for people. Like, just to be able to find a way to connect.
Exactly. Our holiday event, we had a big party. And seeing girls like take photos in the photo booth, I started tearing up because I was like, oh my gosh, we did this. Like,
we brought these people together.
People
like,
they're finding friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to work out together, and they're like actually finding their best friends that they couldn't find because of being isolated.
Well, and I do feel like, I mean, especially certain ages, it's just hard if you're out of college, if you're out of, it's
you're single.
It gets harder
if you're not in church.
Get older. If you if you don't have a church, and not everybody wants to have a church.
No.
So this is a way that they can kind of come, connect, find community. Yeah. I love that. Okay, so wrapping this up, I just love all your ideas. But tell us, how do we find you?
Yes.
How do we connect with you?
Yeah. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok, did I say that right?
Yeah, you
did.
did.
Instagram and TikTok at wonderfully_Maddie.
Okay.
And then if you want to follow my wedding content creation page, it is at Shooting Star Social, Star with 2 R's.
Okay.
Because my last name is Star, Shooting
Yep.
Star.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I feel like we could have had a really, really a lot more time together, but that was a really great, introduction to kind of who you are, what you do, how to find you. So thanks so much for being here today.
Of course.
That was awesome. I learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad. And if you need something to do this weekend, Don't forget to come to my page.
I was going to say, find our page because I think I'm just going to start like pointing people there because you're doing all the work.
I'm doing all the work for you. Don't worry about it.
I love it.
Share it to your friends because I want more people to know what they're going to do instead of searching on Google for random things.
Okay, I love it. Well, Maddie, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll catch everybody else next time.